Good morning, I'm Nathan Kinky, the hotel manager here at West Hotel, and today I have with me the lovely Carly Fisher from Qtopia. How are you, Carly?
Good, thank you. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. So Carly, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and Qtopia and I guess what you do?
Absolutely. So Utopia Sydney is the largest centre for queer history and culture in the world. So we tell stories. That is our purpose as a charitable organisation. We're storytellers, and we tell those stories through exhibitions, performances and programs. And throughout the month of June, we have a massive program because we have Pride Fest. And Pride Fest is now in its third year. In only 3 years, it has absolutely just taken off. We have over 300 events just this year.
That's amazing.
And I think the best part about this growth is that it has been completely in response to community demand. So last year during the festival, when it was already quite big, it was all taking place at Qtopia Sydney, which is in Darlinghurst. And our incredible neighbours at the other venues along Oxford Street came and put forward this idea, well, why couldn't it be more? Why couldn't it expand beyond one building and be for the whole community? And we loved the idea. We have the best neighbours in the Oxford, Universal. Stonewall was one of our great neighbours as well. The Eternity, which is City of Sydney down the road. I mean, when these are your neighbours, like what you can do is endless. And we're so lucky. So welcome to Pride Fest 2026.
Excellent, very excited, and as someone that's been there from last year as well as a partner, it's great to see that you have doubled in events and so many different events, so many different creators, everything from acting, singing, talent shows, trivia, and the list goes on.
It really does this year, and especially, I mean, in expanding, have new spaces that are available to us, which meant we could introduce new streams of programming. And one of the ones I think people are most excited about in that new stream is fitness. For us, it was really important that we met the community with where they were at. And especially when we're talking about younger members of the community, they find that sense of community not at parties like maybe we do,
Yeah.
and bars. They go to fitness classes. And so we really wanted to make sure that however you express your pride and however you find your people, we had something for you this June. So we have this full lineup of fitness programming. But I also, not to embarrass you, but I have to say a really massive thank you, because you said just before, we have so many artists coming. And I think what I'm so excited about this year is how many of those artists coming from overseas and from interstate. And so we have to say a massive, massive thank you to you and your whole team for hosting our beautiful interstate and international artists here at the West. It provides opportunities to tell queer stories in Sydney and to bring the best of LGBTQIA+ theatre to Sydney because of partners like you. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I mean, it's definitely something that we do here at West Hotel, and that's to ensure that we're all inclusive. Last year, we were also accredited, Welcome with Pride, with the first hotel. So that
I was about to say, first in the country, am I right?
Absolutely.
Like, what a perfect alignment for us to, the largest centre in the world, the first in the country. This is like a match meant to be, right?
Absolutely. And look, hopefully we will continue this in the future. And I look forward to seeing what comes next. In saying that, what do you see for the future of Pride Month?
I hope that we continue to see it grow and grow. For us this year, our main priority was to activate Oxford Street and to bring people back to the Darlinghurst precinct. The Rainbow precinct is so alive, but it has obviously been impacted by lockout laws and COVID and construction and bike lanes and all kinds of external factors that have made it a little bit difficult for the businesses on Oxford Street to really thrive. And that has meant that we've lost some of our great businesses along the street. So for us, activating the Rainbow Precinct and working with our beautiful neighbours was a massive priority for this year. But where does the future go? I mean, we can't just stop there, can we? We've got a whole city to encompass. So
Absolutely.
Already this year, as determined as I was that it'd stay on Oxford Street, we had opportunities to partner with events at the Opera House, at the City Recital Hall, at Australian Museum and so many others. So we have expanded a little bit further than Oxford Street, but we are very focused on bringing people back to that area to fall back in love. And I mean, that's why being just here on Sussex Street, it's 10 minutes down the road. It's so perfectly located.
Absolutely.
So that you can get to all of these incredible events so easily. So we're hoping a lot of our audiences are coming in and staying here as well, because it's just, you've got all of this culture 300 events
Absolutely.
right on your doorstep if you're here. So I hope, though, that the future just looks bigger and bigger and bigger.
It does. I believe it will be definitely bigger and brighter.
More than 300. What am I thinking? Maybe I should.
Absolutely. Let's, carbon neutral, right? Let's triple this by 2030.
I love that. That's like the new space
Baseline,
plan,
yeah.
right?
So going back to Qtopia itself,
Yeah.
just went under construction.
We are just beginning a really, really exciting project, yes, which I'm only allowed to say very, very little about. But right now, the hoarding that you're seeing around our building already is actually part of the Minister's Stoneworks project. So that's to make sure that our beautiful heritage listed buildings are really properly protected by the state. And so we are, I don't know what they're doing exactly. They're making it sparkle. It sounds like they're like scrubbing it with a toothbrush. I'm sure they're doing something really complicated, but it's taking a year to clean it because it's an old building. It's from the 1860s. And we're just so grateful that our building came up for this amazing opportunity. So they're fixing a lot of its heritage components, and that's part one. And then Create New South Wales takes over with part two. And there is so much exciting stuff happening. It will mean that we're closed for a little bit, but we ask that the community is patient, because what we are building is so worth the wait. We will have double the exhibition space. We'll have more opportunity for community engagement with some extra space that will be making its way onto our premises.
Beautiful.
And some beautiful updates to downstairs as well. It's an old police station, right? It's the former Darlinghurst police station, and transforming it into a museum and theatre space has been so exciting. It's also been a great challenge because space like that was built for isolation, and we are all about community and gatherings. So it's really wonderful to be working with the government to see how we can transform that space to be even more aligned with storytelling and community gathering.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to come. And I'm not allowed to say any of it, which is such a shame because it's so
No,
exciting.
not at all. While Qtopia is going under these refreshment, facelift, whatever we'll call that, how do people still able to still be in touch and communicate and support during this time?
That's such a good question. So we're definitely still open now, and we will be at least through the rest of this year. So still, please come and see what is there now. There is so much to engage with, and especially this month, of course, we've got so many events, but throughout the year we have theatre, we have 19 exhibitions. We've got a beautiful exhibition that will be there for the remainder of this year called Loving, which was done in partnership with the EU ambassador.
Yes, I did attend the opening of that, which
gorgeous,
was
isn't it?
stunning. It is absolutely beautiful.
I hope that people come and really enjoy that. After that, please make sure that you stay up to date on our socials and on our website at Qtopia_Sydney. Everything will be there, and as we continue to decide what we do during that period, we will be sharing everything with the community. But right now we're in a period where we're really turning to the community to say this is an asset that we really want to see thrive together. Our Mardi Gras theme this year for our parade was building our community, building our future.
Beautiful.
It's very much not ours being Qtopia, it is all of ours. And so we are turning now to the community to say, please show your support and help us protect the future of queer storytelling. An organisation like ours it's expensive to run it because we are big dreamers, and every time we think, oh, that's probably enough, we go ahead and we add something else. And we will not stop because there is this demand from the community, and our community deserves it. And so much more. So we will keep doing everything we possibly can. And so we ask the community really to rally behind Qtopia Sydney now and donate if you can, support if you can. More than anything, turn up as often as you can. Okay.
Excellent. Yes, so one of the main reasons we partnered with Qtopia was for the education in history.
And I think that what is so important about the educational piece of this is that, of course, it's great that our community comes and they hear how stories represented and they see and they feel that sense of nostalgia. But it's really about bringing it to the rest of the wider community as well, isn't it? About making sure that, allies as well are really across our stories and bringing it into the workplace. And obviously, there are a few places that do that as well as you guys do. I mean, we go back to the first in the country, which is really exciting.
Absolutely.
And I love how much you've been sharing with your team, the history of the community and really using this partnership together to amplify that. And we've loved the opportunities we've had to share that history with your team over the last year. But I know that the inclusion doesn't stop there. It all comes into the hotel as well, right? Like,
Oh,
what are
absolutely.
all of the inclusive things you do here?
No,
Endless.
it is endless, and we're forever growing. I mean, I had to make sure that I knew first before I share with my team, right? Because if I'm not able to support or understand, that doesn't change anything. But I think, being able to be part of, and showing and leading by example, and then being part of Welcome with Pride and partnering with you guys as a company, we're able to show the team that we don't only feel the light and warmth of hospitality with our guests, we do it with the community. And we welcome everyone, everyone's included. Terminology is always updating, so we've always got to make sure we're using
right on the ball, right?
the right words. And I think some things like that is what contributes to Hilton as a brand here in Australia being #1 great place to work, and also around the world. So,
Great place to stay.
Absolutely, great place to
I can't
stay.
say from the work perspective, but I can say as a very loyal Hilton stayer,
Absolutely.
I love it. And I think what I love about what you're doing here is you do it with the team, but you also make sure that your guests are included in all of this as well. Like you're hosting like 3 events here just this month for Pride.
Absolutely, we are hosting 3 events.
Bingo, and like I love that. I think as well, like I'm so grateful that you've allowed us to share Pride Fest throughout the hotel as well, and to invite audiences to these events where we're encouraging, everyone who's coming to Pride Fest, please come to the West as well to participate. You've got the amazing Wonder Mama, who's a good friend of ours.
Yes, but we were happy to bring in some new faces and spread the love. I've never been a person that likes to be greedy or give everything to the one person.
No,
All my eggs in one basket, I mean.
I love. But I mean, we've gotten to even host some events here with you as well, and bring in the amazing Skank Sinatra, Dolly Diamond.
Amazing.
And you've got Prada Clutch and
we do have Prada Clutch, who I was lucky enough to see on a Pride cruise.
Yeah.
So that was my first introduction. It was absolutely hilarious. But when you were mentioning Pride Fest and activating it within the Oxford Street area and I think, companies like ourselves can reach out and partner with you and bring the festival and spread it out. As you mentioned before, obviously the Opera House coming on board as well.
Really, really cool. And definitely. And I think it's great as well because, different spaces are so perfect for different kinds of performance. And here, you're showcasing some incredible drag talent, and it's just such a reminder, isn't it, of how exceptional the talent is here in Sydney. And we are so, so lucky. Every night of the year, you can see incredible drag performers across our city. So
absolutely,
we are so lucky in that sense to live in a city that has so much on offer. But throughout June, I hope that people, interact with our incredible drag performers, and here you're doing such fun activities with drag and bingo and trivia. And yeah, as I mentioned, we have sport, we have film, we have visual art, theatre. We're doing dining activities this year as well, which is the first time we've tried this. We're doing these community dinner parties where we're activating restaurants around the Oxford Street precinct and asking the chefs to explain why this area inspires them to create the food that they do. And you can go as an individual, you could go with a group of 8, it doesn't matter. Just go and meet other people and celebrate. So I think I mentioned all of this to say that there are so many different ways that we're asking people just to think about how you show your pride.
Absolutely.
How do you show your pride in your workplace, in your own time, on your weekends, however it is that you want to do it. We want to make sure that there's something for you here at the hotel, throughout the Oxford Street precinct, wherever it is. We just want people to really get out this winter, right? I mean, Sydney siders, like we all just want to like cuddle up and drink tea and then we're in our house during winter, but don't do that. Get out this winter and interact with performers from all around the world that, I have spent 11 months curating this program, looking for the best of LGBTQIA plus talent around the country. And this is what I have to share with you. And I really think there's a lot to engage with.
No, and I think you've done a great job, and I don't think anyone will be disappointed with any of the shows they go to see, any of the activities. You also mentioned that you did flower arrangement.
Yeah, last night I did a floristry workshop. I am so lucky. Like, this is my job. Every day throughout June, I'm going to get to do something totally different. Last night there were 2 shows. There was a floristry workshop. There was an 80s aerobics class with City Gym. Every night there's something wild happening, and I just love that. I think it's going to be a really, really exciting month. But it doesn't stop just in June, of course. We, like the hotel, Qtopia Sydney is here year round as well. And
Absolutely.
so we really hope, however and whenever people engage with queer stories, please do so and find ways to bring it into your workplace, just like you guys are.
Yeah, and as you said, look, it does need to continue through. One thing that we're lucky is we have a TMRG group, which is support for our team members, and not only Pride, also a women's TMRG group, abilities and generational. So
important.
It's all inclusive,
so
right?
Everyone feels seen and heard and proud, and that's the spirit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask you some questions? Because I just think that, obviously we've spoken about ways that you get your team involved and you do it so well. And I think I have so many opportunities. I get to travel so much, and not every hotel is doing all the things that you're doing. And how do you, as a hotel, make sure that the community really feels seen and represented and safe when they come and stay here? What are some of the tips that we could share with other properties so that the whole community feels really welcome wherever they go?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to give away all my secrets, but
Fair enough.
As I mentioned, first one is obviously training and having my staff feel confident and comfortable with handling any situation. I think one of the biggest ones, and even education for me, was dead passports.
Oh my gosh, of course.
So understanding that and just learning how simple it is. If you get a pronoun wrong, apologize, correct it, and move on.
Yes.
Whereas in hospitality, we're used to apologizing, sending an amenity, writing a card, and going over and above. People just want to be acknowledged and move on from it. So I think there were some really easy tips, put in there. And for my team, they were the two. I was respect pronouns, and in the end, we educate the team to treat everyone the same, but different, right? So, as much as I'm going to start again. So we to teach everyone to be different, but I think that when it comes down to not confirming a person's bed configuration of one person, but you confirm it for another, just taking away those simple rules. So I think it's being very easy as someone part of the LGBT.
Yeah.
Someone that doesn't get offended and hasn't necessarily had to hide it, but had dated someone that had. So kind of learning and understanding it and being able to look at both sides, and we're not all the same and we're all catered differently. When people were checking in, some of the stories were someone would stay back so they wouldn't realize they were a couple, or they would say yes to twin beds, when they were asked. Just taking those small tips, which are very easy. It could be you could have it down in a checklist, but you could do the Welcome with Pride accreditation, which educates your team on it, answers any tricky questions, but gives you some really easy tools to take and share with your team, and then present to your guest.
Yeah, and then you have to come over to Oxford Street because we have so much up, and every night there is something incredible. But I'd love to tell you especially about a really incredible weekend that is coming up, which is the 19th to the 21st. So it's in between our events here. And from the 19th to the 21st, we have a mini festival within Pride Fest called Pride Fest Intersections. And it's our long weekend of really amplifying the voices of our First Nations, CALD and Pacifica communities, inviting people to bring their whole self into a space. And that aligns perfectly with what you do here, right? So it's the intersection of one's queerness and cultural background. And for us, we are filling that long weekend with performances, with book launches, panel discussions, workshops. There are definitely other things as well, but they're the biggies.
Plenty. And who doesn't want 2 long weekends, right? We've obviously got the long weekend coming up.
We've got like the official long weekend, and then we have like the more fun long weekend.
Absolutely.
Because we're packing it.
Although over Pride Month for all of it. So there's always going to be something to do.
There are more than 10 events on almost every day this month. So
no excuses.
No excuses.
Different times, different dates, different areas.
Like really fun if you pack it in together. That's
Multiple.
how I'm doing it. Yeah, like once I'm out, right, again, you have to go out in winter.
Yes.
You've got to make it worth it. So go and see 3 shows or do a dance class and then go to trivia or jump into Big Gay Piano Bar or whatever it is that you are going to really enjoy. Go and do it. We have it all on offer for you. And you can find it all in one of these books that you have generally
On our,
put
absolutely.
around the hotel or on the Qtopia Sydney website, including the events that are here at the West. So jump onto the Qtopia Sydney website and you'll find absolutely everything that is going on this month.
So this actually gave me a really good idea for our new package, the 4 Good Reasons.
Yeah.
We
What
can
are
actually,
the 4 good reasons?
well, the 4 Good Reasons, we obviously have a complimentary upgrade, late checkout at 2 p.m, premium Wi-Fi, and half-price breakfast.
That's amazing.
But Pride Month can make it a 5th good reason. So it's actually 5 good reasons to stay at West Hotel.
Okay, so you come, trivia,
Trivia, bingo.
and then you go straight up in the lift and you stay upstairs, you grab one of these packages, so you have like a super luxurious day the next day with your breakfast or late checkout,
Absolutely.
complimentary upgrade. The rooms are really nice, guys.
I mean, what more could you want, right?
The rooms are really nice. Is this a trivia? Bingo? Where am I winning these prizes? Let's go back. Oh,
Over
okay,
vote.
we're going back.
So
Okay,
so
you
there's
tell me there are
double
great prizes
the
to win.
chances.
Double the chance to win.
So you've got accommodation.
Yeah.
You have a dining voucher for Solander Dining Bar here at West Hotel.
Seriously delicious.
And you have July luggage.
Okay, I'm obsessed with July luggage. Can we? Like, their Instagram's so cool. That is a really good prize.
Absolutely.
It's
Look,
a really good prize.
done. I have July luggage myself in emerald green. Unfortunately, these are black. But that goes with the West Hotel.
Purple? No, okay, that's our brand. Fine, fair enough. Black, it's perfect to check in here.
Sleek and
you'll
sexy
feel
like
cool
West
when you're,
Hotel.
like, walking through the city.
Absolutely.
Of course, we're here at the West, 65 Sussex Street. You've got to come here to participate in these incredible activities and win the best prizes.
Absolutely. And 2
We're gonna
chances
be
to
here.
do it.
2 chances to do it. On the 10th and the 17th. We're
Absolutely.
going to be here. 65 Sussex Street.
So for those who might have been living under a rock,
Yeah, I love this. Okay.
what is Pride Month?
So-
Or how did it become?
So I think what is so exciting is that Sydney is finally coming to the party on June, on being part of International Pride Month. We're the lucky city. We already have Mardi Gras, right?
Absolutely.
And I love Mardi Gras. I think everyone does. So February, March, our celebration is covered. But what about the rest of the year? So this is such a cool opportunity for the community to get out again and to have all of these reasons to celebrate. And of course, June is historically significant. It started in 1969 in New York City with the Stonewall riots. But locally, it's so important because on June 24th, 1978 was the first Mardi Gras. And then it moved to February, March. But it started on June 24th.
And that's something I learned at Qtopia.
Yeah. We're so lucky, like where we are is so important. We're in the former Darlinghurst police station, and those that marched in that parade those that marched on June 24 in what was a protest, 38 were arrested at the end of that night, and those that were arrested were brought to the Darlinghurst police station. And it's the reason that Qtopia Sydney fought so hard to claim the building that we are in and to reclaim it really for the community as a way of honouring and acknowledging the elders of our community and the giants on whose shoulders we all stand now. Their protest back in 1978 and their decades, I mean, we're coming on 50 years now since that, and they were working long before that with CAMP and other organisations beforehand. Their very long commitment to this fight has led to the equality and the incredible rights that we now take for granted, to be honest. And so I'm really proud that Pride Fest is an opportunity not only to celebrate, but also to honour and to really thank those in our community who have changed our history, changed our lives, changed our laws.
Absolutely.
And so June is the month to get out and to celebrate and to honour and to learn. I think that is a really big part of it. Come to Qtopia Sydney or jump online if you don't have access to Darlinghurst and learn more about the 78ers in particular, because it is because of them that June is so significant here in Sydney. And it's because of them that, we all get to enjoy the community the way that we do. And now it's on us as the next generation to pick it up from them. And I know this is a really big priority for the 78ers as they approach their 50th anniversary. They are thinking about not only what has been and the incredible contribution that they have made, but also about their legacy and how it will continue, how we will protect the rights that they fought so hard for, and how we will continue to foster and build community to to allow it to continue to flourish. And so it's our turn now.
Absolutely.
Our next gen. It's our turn to take that over. So get out and learn what you can about this incredible history. It's Australian history. This is not just LGBTQIA plus history. This is Aussie history. So everyone coming to Sydney, come and learn about it.
Absolutely. Which, obviously putting that out there, it is Australian history. So it is 78ers, not 76ers, for those that may get it incorrect.
No, it is a 78ers. Promise, promise, promise.
And that's great. And obviously that's what Qtopia does. And it is about history. And you're right. It is about us continuing that legacy and not letting all the hard work that has gone before us get flushed away, right?
100%. It's about honoring the past while building the future together.
Absolutely. Perfect way to say that.
So can I just say, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for having me. I know this is a new podcast series here, and I'm really grateful I got to be the first guest, and I can't wait for you to come. You've got to film at Qtopia Sydney next time.
Oh, absolutely. And we will be. I believe you'll be bringing someone that will be able to share some of the history we've just talked about.
Special guest.
Excellent. I'm very excited. Can't wait. And yes, this is my first podcast. Was something I was forced to do. So here I am.
Nailed it.
And lucky enough to have you to make it nice and easy.
Absolutely nailed it. Well, this has been so much fun, and what a great way to kick off Pride Month. So
Happy Pride Month.
happy Pride Month.